You know what? I love that movie. Because I like medleys. I'm not a big fan of most of the music that was played.
No metal passion in it.
No, I said medleys, like 4 songs jammed into one.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty awesome, and they did a really good job in that. But I'm a School of Rock guy because my kids jam out to that shit. But you know what my kid's favorite music movie is? Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny. But you know what? My boy, I was putting him down for a nap, and I'm like, you want to watch Scooby-Doo? Their new movie is Coraline. They love Coraline. They always want to watch Coraline. I got to play that movie like 17 hours a day. But we're going for a nap, and my boy says, Daddy, I want to watch zombies. He's 3. So I had to put in Zombieland. That's his favorite movie. Are my kids demented? No. Daddy is. But you know what? You know what's sad? My zombie-loving, music-loving kids are better than like most of the fucked up kids in this society. Not saying anything about any of your kids, because I'm sure a lot of you have kids, but society's a pretty fucked up place, and a lot of kids are pretty fucked up. I mean, let's be realistic. How many out there drive school bus? Yeah. Yeah, because I drove with most of you. And those kids are fucked up, but you know what? They love the fucking tattooed guy. They loved him. They were like, I'm not fucking with that dude. He looks pissed. But one of the coolest presents I don't know if I told you about this, or the fellow coworkers from the past, I told you about this. So I'm Italian, and I'm really proud of it. I'm fucking proud of it, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'll put it out there. This is a night about truth, okay? And like, for a lot of people out there don't really know like the real deep roots of me. They just see the crazy guy that gets crazy, or the tattooed dude, and everybody has their own perception about me. That's part of the reason I'm doing this show, is so y'all can get to know the real me. But nonetheless, one of the coolest things that ever happened was there were these 3 kids. There were 3 Italian kids. And I was so pissed and jealous at them because one day I was bringing them to school and they're like, yeah, we just got back from Italy. Their names are Armando, Massimo. Those are the 2 boys. And the girl's name was, give me a second.
I want that name for my next kid.
Oh man, I can't believe I don't remember the girl's name, but it was something like super Italian. And they were like, yeah, we just got back from Italy, and they're telling me all about Italy, and me and this 9-year-old boy are having conversations like me and Matt Vinci would about Italy and Italians and shit. And it just blows my mind that I could have a conversation. You know why? Because Europeans fucking, they're smarter than Americans, because Americans are douchebags and they're raised by this society. But nonetheless, he's, bragging about Italy and this and that, da-da-da-da. And it was pretty cool, and I was pretty jealous at the same time that a 9-year-old's been to Italy and I haven't. But nonetheless, it was Christmas time. And all you bus drivers know that when you're driving around Christmas, people bring like, here's hot chocolate for the bus driver. Here's a $5 gas card. Merry Christmas. Here's a card. Here's something that I made in craft class for the bus driver. This fucking kid, I come to pick him up one morning, and he's got this big ass fucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a fucking Batman symbol. This big, this wide, this fucking big, a huge Batman symbol. He's like, Merry Christmas. His dad was a cast iron welder, and he fucking wired this giant cast iron Batman symbol, and it's still on my fucking living room wall to this day. And I'm like, that was the most badass thing ever. And yeah, I'm gonna put it out there because you're whatever title you are at work. I forget, it's been that long. But I so want to go to their new house and be like, dude, you guys are awesome, and like fucking say, hey, I miss you kids, because those 3 Italian kids are probably the kids that I miss the most, but I don't want to cross that boundary, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm coming to visit your children. How you been, guys? I miss driving you to school in the morning. Is the game over?
Game over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Packers season has left the building. Fuck you, my team didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Pick a better team.
There he is. There's my guitarist. Give him a round of applause, guys. No, applaud like you mean it. Wait, you guys guys want to hear some music? Do you guys want to hear some music? Then make some fucking noise for my guitarist for showing up. God, you guys need to fucking drink more.
Let's go.
I've been rambling in the mic for a while now. I've lost a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
Still never got that tequila sunrise.
Drink some more often.
Charlie! My man Charlie. Where's Chase? That's my cousin Chase. Let me tell you a little story about this guy. Now, this is a storyteller show, right? And I'm telling stories and I'm being real. So I'm gonna put a little bit of your life out there, Chase. Chase, can I put a little bit of your life on the table so these people can realize what's really going on? Do you mind? Do you mind? My whole life, that guy's been my best friend. He was closer to me than my brothers. Whenever I hung out and I didn't have friends when I was a little weird kid, he was the one I was hanging out with. Climbing trees, like 5-story trees. Chase would never climb as high as I would though. He always brags about, man, when you were a kid, you would like poke your head out the top of this tree that's like 5 stories tall. You like standing on twigs that were like littler than my pinky. I don't know, I was a nut job. Like it's changed much. But nonetheless, let me tell you how good this guy is, all right? It's my cousin. He used to have this beautiful, beautiful house in, why am I not? Carroll Beach, okay? Beautiful, I mean like, beautiful. One day, I saw in the paper, nobody called, did I ever tell you that nobody told me about that? Like I seen it in the paper. Front page of the paper, house burns down to the ground. His car, one of his cars, like half melted in the driveway. Lost so much shit, okay? I go, and I see like his girlfriend at the time and the 2 girls like all crying on the front page of the paper. I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody called me. This is all real shit. And I get in my car, as soon as I see this paper, I get in my car and I drive down to Carroll Beach, okay? And I see everybody's all distraught and going through like what little personal belongings they have left. And I see Jace, and this is what he does. Hey, cousin. I was like, dude, not to be a downer, but your fucking house just burned down to the ground. How can you look at me and smile like that? Like, dude, I'm not trying to bring it down, but dude, your fucking house just burned down. He says, well, you know, the dogs are okay and everybody's okay, nobody got hurt, and that's all that really matters. How many fucking people do you know that would be like that when you first meet them? Like, or like if they lost everything, every fucking personal possession they have, everything. How many people do you know that you would walk up and they'd be like, hey, how you doing? In the midst of their fucking rubble, their shit just burned in front of them. Like letters from their, you know, our deceased granny, and like letters that she gave him in when he was in the military, and like everything that you've collected cumulatively throughout your life, and it's all burnt in front of you. Would you be like, hey, how you doing, cousin? Nice to see you. I'm not gonna lie, I sure as shit wouldn't. And I'm pretty sure that most of you wouldn't either. He's a fucking saint, and he follows God, and that means a lot to me. Yeah, I went there. Really? That's all you got for that? That was an amazing story.